Okay, good afternoon. I want to do this video quickly for the DCE110. I'm trying to, if I can, um, do a quick introduction to AutoCAD. So let me share my screen quickly. Yes, you can see my screen. DC110, introduction to computer design and drafting. Right now in AutoCAD, I did a short video to introduce you to how to install AutoCAD. So I'm going to quickly introduce to the AutoCAD interface, the interface for AutoCAD. Okay. Now, AutoCAD was one of the first computer-aided design drafting software applications in the world. The first version of AutoCAD came out in 1982. It was designed to be used only on PCs. Only on PCs. So, and that is personal computer. Then AutoCAD has been used in many applications. Now, users can draw both two-dimensional drawings and three-dimensional designs in AutoCAD. We have AutoCAD LT for light weight drawing that is not fully 3D. So it's only for 2D drafting only. Also, AutoCAD is very flexible. It's applicable to all fields. Supports other languages apart from English. And it's been used in all disciplines and in more than 150 countries. They have good support. They have technical support. And AutoCAD has a lot of features, including, and capabilities, including 3D surface and solid modeling and visualization, access to external databases, intelligent dimensioning, importing and exporting of other file systems or file formats. It has support for internet. It has support for collaboration, online collaboration. You can have design team in US and that design team in Russia, and they can be working on the same project. All they need is to share the files online, and they will be all right. So the major disciplines that use AutoCAD are architectural, that is architects, engineering, that's engineers, civil, and all the rest, and construction. So we call those ones AEC. Then we have mechanical engineers involved, chemical engineers, biomedical, um, electrical engineers, electrical electronics, and the computer engineers also involved. Communication engineers can use AutoCAD for their uh, layout, and we have geographic information system, GIS. They can also use AutoCAD. Surveying and civil engineers, surveying and civil engineering personnel or professionals can use it. Facility management, that's building and costs managers like uh, all those who prepare bill of quantities, um, multimedia, also pattern making. All these things can make the AutoCAD in garment industry, sign making, and so on. So AutoCAD has a lot of flexibility. Now, AutoCAD software has undergone a lot of changes since it was developed by Autodesk Incorporation, United States of America. These changes and enhancements are what we refer to as versions of the software. Like we have release 1, release 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 11, release 13, release 14. Then we have AutoCAD 2000, 2000 LT, 2002, 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 2013, 14, 15. Now we have 2017, 2020 should be already out now because they're always a year uh, behind. So other CAD software in the market today are AutoCAD, Home Design, Visual Professional. So that's part of the Microsoft products, Visual Professional. We have 3D Studio Max. That's another powerful CAD software that can be used to design many things, even to the point of modeling a human being and making it to be animated, to be able to walk, talk. Some of the film, uh, some of the scene in some films are done with 3D Studio Max or Blender. So Blender also can be used to model human being and animate, give motion, and make them to look as if they are speaking, but somebody else's voice will be doing that. So we also have mechanical desktop and all that. Now, I want to quickly introduce us to the AutoCAD user interface. Now, I want to go to my desktop and I'm going to call up the AutoCAD software. Yes, you can click on the window. I'm using Windows 10, so you can click on the window start menu and you can see it there. Recently added because I just installed it recent. I've been using 2014 on this machine. So I'm just put on 17 to see how, as I said, we have 2020 and 21 will be close to the corner by, normally by December of the previous year, the new one will have been released. So I will do a search to know the state of that. But I don't normally want to use the current version. Why? Because the current version, they have to do a lot of testing and a lot of debugging of new features that they are trying to introduce. So that's why I recommend people using the earlier version. One of the things I tell my students is that using the earlier version also helps you to master more skill, more techniques that may have been automated in the new versions. So in the earlier versions, there are some steps we carry out, maybe 3 to 4 steps. Now the new version may just combine them into one step. So if you are using the new version, you may not be able to understand those early products. So, and if you are very much unlucky to be interviewed or to be tested on a previous version, then you may just begin to, you know, just begin to mess up. You may begin to get confused. So that's why I recommend training with earlier versions. And you know that companies cannot easily buy new versions because they're expensive. The one that we use for student learning are limited, and some of the ones we use, they have 30 days uh, usage before you pay for it or you acquire the license. And so that may mean that you will not get companies who will be using the current version because you have to pay for upgrades and all that. So it's good to learn with earlier versions, okay? So I started learning with, I think I used release 14, and then before I switched to 2000, and from 2000, I've been following up the versions. So 2000, if you can use 2000, you'll be able to use the other ones. I used 2002, 2003, 2004, 2014, 15, 16. Now I'm jumping to. I used it 2014 and 15. I didn't install it 2016. Now I'm jumping to 2017 because I already have a good background in all those versions, and the techniques are more difficult in earlier versions. So newer versions are are easier to use. That's what I'm trying to bring up. So now I've just installed this AutoCAD 2017 now. I need to activate it to get the license, but I've not done that, and I have about 30 days to use it. So I will use these 30 days to train, to use it to deliver this class. Within 3 weeks, we should be able to finish what we have to do with AutoCAD. It's part of this DCE110, Introduction to Computer Aided Design and Drafting. And this is the third package we are learning. We have learned electronic workbench, introducing us to simulation of circuit and all that. We have moved to MATLAB, Matrix Laboratory, and now we are now running up with AutoCAD by Autodesk. So I'm going to just click on Run so that you just have a feel of the interface. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, let me share my screen quickly. Yes, let me share the AutoCAD screen. Now, this is the AutoCAD screen. Okay, when you start, you see Start Drawing. You can click on that, Open, File, this and this. So these are the ones that you can see already. Recent documents have been done before. So I'll just click on Start Drawing, and I will take you through some basic, interface tool that you need to be familiar with. And I'll also try to link you with the previous version in case you find yourself using AutoCAD 2000, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2010, 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 before you come to 17. Now, if you can use all these ones, you'll be able to quickly adapt to any of these newer ones. So let me bring this here so that you can see all the menu bars and all the ribbons. Okay. Okay, so I want to quickly introduce you to this interface. Now, this is the AutoCAD 2017. You can see this on a registered version just to be used for this training. And now you see this button here is what we call the AutoCAD Browser. You can see new, open, save, save as, import, export, publish, print, drawing, utilities, and close. Then you can see the recent drawings, which you can open. Okay, it's read only. Okay, you can see this is an example of AutoCAD plan. See the floor plan that has been used, that AutoCAD has been used to draw. So we can pan by pressing the middle button of the scroll button mouse, scroll wheel, and you can zoom by scrolling it. Then you can reduce it. You can zoom in and zoom out. You can see this is what I'm calling pan. You press it. You press the roller ball, the roller wheel. Press it down and move it. This is what we call panning. Okay, these are things that you can see here. Now you see these are the floor plan of an office or organization. So you can zoom it to see. These are the offices. You have computer, chair, and it's very, very interesting. Able to do all this. You can see all these things are done with AutoCAD. Lines and all kind of things that used to do. Okay, so I just want to show you that. That's not what I'm going to do. I want to introduce AutoCAD plain. I can't save it because I'm not the creator of it. Now, I want to quickly also show you what we call the menu bars, okay? These are what we call the ribbons. You have the home, you have insert, you have annotate, you have parametric, you have view, you have manage, you have output, you have... Now, there's something I need to tell us, because if you have been using the older version, you need to quickly do something. You need to click on this small arrow, short arrow here, and click on show menu bar, okay? And when you click on show menu bar, it's going to make you to be able to use your knowledge of the previous version of menu. So when you click on show menu bar, then you see file menu, okay? Can you see file menu will be displayed here? Just like your normal Microsoft packages, window packages. So then, because ribbon has come up as an additional features to Microsoft window packages like Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, database, and all that. Now, you have file, you have edit, copy, cut, all these things. You have view, redraw, regenerate, zoom, pan, all these things you can use. Steering wheel, we're going to show you that. We're going to show you that. Show motion, orbits, this one we're going to use. Camera, work and fly, screen, viewports. Oh, we use viewports to bring out different sections of our drawing and make them to be well, displayed on the layout. So we have viewports. We have 3D views. The top, bottom, left, right, front, back. We have southwest isometric view. We have southeast. We have northeast. We have northwest isometric view. So these are the things we use to create 3D views and make them look like real life. And we can also create camera, points of our views. We have visual styles. Yes, when we begin to move into 3D, then we need to look at visual styles. We have wireframe, we have hidden, we have realistic, we have conceptual. Realistic brings out the 3D as if it's in real life. Conceptual just bring it out in the mind, that it's not come to real life. Then we have shaded with edges and all this, X-rays and all that. Then we have rendering. Oh, beautiful. Rendering is one of the powerful aspect of AutoCAD that allows us to render an object as if it is real life. You can touch it as if it is real life. So we render it. We render the site. We render the material browser can be used to render the object with the real life material, and it will look like, wow, this is real life. So AutoCAD is quite interesting to learn, but don't forget we are just doing introduction, so we can't cover everything. I will try to cover part of 2D and a little of 3D. Now, we normally organize a course for that. If you want to learn more on 3D, and we welcome you to come and take a full course in 3D with SketchUp Pro and AutoCAD. Okay, now we also have display where you can display many things, text window, view cube, all these things you can display. This is our view cube here. You want to turn it on, you want to turn it off, you can off it, and it can be off. You turn it off. So that is from our view. You can use the display. You can click on the settings, and you want to turn it off. You want it to be on the top, on the bottom left, it will go there. When you say OK, to go to bottom left, you can see where it is, bottom left, you can see here. So if you want to be here, you put it there, you want to be at the place. So that you see how you can use your display to, from the setting, you can take it back to top right. And, you can take it back to where it is. So these are the things you can do with your view. If under the view also you have toolbars. Yes, you can bring out the toolbars. Yes, the toolbars you want to be using. So, but I don't want to do that now because I don't want to. That is customizing your toolbar. Then you have insert. These are the one you can insert, block, all these things. Hyperlink, external reference, object link, embedded objects are here, and layout. You can insert new layout. Then we have the format. This is why we format our layer. Layer tools are available here. We use Layer State Manager to do all the work we do on layer. I'll be talking about layer very soon when we look at how we use layers to organize our work in AutoCAD. And we're going to look at colors. We use colors to, to beautify our drawing or to change the color of the lines and all that. Then line types, line weights. So all these things are there. Then text style. When we're going to type and put text on our drawings, we use text style, different type of text, fonts and sizes. Okay, dimension style. This is where we use our dimension style. And when we want to dimension our drawings, we employ dimension style to help us. Table style, multi-leader style. We're going to see that. Point style. We use point style to create markers and all that. Then we have multi-line style. We have units, thickness, drawing limits. You're going to see that. Then we have tools, palettes. These are palettes that we can, bring up. Toolbars. These are the basic ones that you see. Command line. This is where you can clean the screen. We can block editor. We can do CAD standard, drafting setting. Very good. This is where I want you to take some time to know drafting settings. Yes, you need to know drafting settings. Okay, as I was saying, I'm trying to show you these important drafting settings. You can see my screen. You see snap and grid, polar tracking, object snap, 3D snap, object snap, dynamic input, and quick properties. These are the things we use. And you see selection cycling. But the most important one is the object snap. Very, very useful. Want to snap to endpoint, midpoint, center, geometric center, node, quadrant, intersection. They are very useful. We also have object snap tracking. We can turn it on with F11. We can turn object snap on with F3. We have object snap tracking. We have extension, insertion, perpendicular, tangent, nearest, apparent, intersection, parallel. 3D, these are for 3D object snap. When you check it on, it will be available for you to use. Vertex, midpoint on edge, center of face, north, perpendicular, nearest to face. These are improved features that you can use. And dynamic input, very, very good, very, very useful. Want to see your movement on the screen, you see that, yeah. Enable pointer input, enable dimension input where possible, where you can enter the dimension directly, anywhere you are. It's also there. So, but I'm going to just bring myself to object snap for now, because go to the option, you see the settings for the object snap. Yes, these are the object snap options. Okay. Auto snap marker size. You want it to be big, you want it to be small, you can adjust here. Aperture size for the auto snap, you can make it big or small here. And all these ones. Now, there's a particular place I want to show you. You go to display, okay? You want to change the color scheme of your window. You can come here to change it. Click on the color, okay? You want to change this background to white, you can change it. What you pick there will appear. And if you like white, so if I apply and close, can you see? If I apply and close, my background will change to white. Can you see that? So for those who like this, now I can start drawing. If you like the white background, and I can start drawing, and then I can close to finish this drawing. So you can see this is a very good thing. I'm going to explain some of these things later. I'm just demonstrating a few things about the interface, okay? Another one we use is tools. Okay, I'll talk about tools. Then I'll talk about draw. This is the draw menu, where you can pick the line, ray, construction line, multi-line, polyline, 3D polyline, polygon, rectangle, helix, arc. And look at arcs. You have different way of drawing arcs, 3 points, start, center, end, start, center, angle, and the rest of that. Circle, the same thing, center, radius, center, diameter, 2 points, 3 points, tangent, radius, tangent. So you can see do nots, spleen, ellipse, block. We can make blocks that we can use in our drawing. Tables, we can insert tables. Point style, we can create single point style, multiple points. We can use it to divide and to measure lines on our lines that we want to divide. I mean, to measure distances on our lines, and we divide it. And we can hatch. Oh, we can hatch our drawing points. I can pick a point here, and I can hash it. Hashing is a way of showing a particular section of our drawing to be different from the way it should be before. So we can do a lot of we can hash a section of your drawing. A cross section also can be hashed. So it's very very handy for us. In the draw menu, you can get the hash, gradient, boundary, region, wipeout, and vision cloud, and text. You can put multi-line text, single line text. So these are things you can always fall back to when you need them, but we'll just pick the ones we need. The next one is dimension. Oh, we have quick dimension, linear, aligned, arc length, ordinate, radius, jogged, diameter, angular, baseline, continue, dimension space, dimension break, multi-leader, tolerance. Yes, we have tolerance values that we can accommodate, center mark, inspection, jogged. So all these are, Having to do with dimension. But what we call dimension style. When you create a dimension style, it allows you to create the fonts, the size of the dimension figures, and every other thing that, when you click on it. Let me click on it so you can see. Okay, you can see this dimension style here. We have the standard. You can modify and set. When you modify, you have to set it current. When you modify, you can name it. You can give it another name. You can enlarge the figures. When you modify, you are able to, yes, to increase the dimension, scale. Symbol and arrow, you can depending on your scale, you may discover that your arrow is not showing because of the scale. So you can come here to increase it so that it can be showing. Your text can be very small. When you come here, you can increase the text height. Then it can be visible. Then fit, you can see how it can be fitting into the drawing, how you want the text and arrow to fit in. Then primary units, depending primary unit, we are using decimal, engineering, that is the format of the unit, architectural, fractional, so normally we use decimal with some precision level of you know uh, single decimal points. We have one decimal place for our precision level. Then you can round up, you can use period for decimal separator, and all these other ones. You will see as we apply them in some of our drawings we're going to be doing. We're going to do a special assignment on dimension because it's so important. When you do your drawing, you need to dimension them. You need to put the figures that will help somebody else to reproduce the same object, when you're not there. So dimensions are very important. And that's what engineers use to produce their, structures, and they can be sure that it will be replicated. It will be done exactly the way they conceive the idea. Okay, so we have alternate unit tolerances. Yes, tolerances are the degree of variations we allow. Now that's on dimension style. So I don't want to do a very lengthy video. I want to go to modify. This is where we do a lot of modification, erase, copy, mirror, offset, array. We can do array. We can move, rotate, scale, stretch, lengthen, trim, extend, break, join, chamfer, fillet, blend, curves. We can also do 3D operations on 3D objects, solid editing. Wow, this is where we do a lot of solid editing, surface editing, mesh editing, and we can explode a particular object so that we can have opportunity of working on each of the object of the components that make up the object. So it's so interesting when you are able to get a good grip of AutoCAD. We also have after modification, after modify menu, we have parametric. Uh, this one we don't use them much. Talk about parametric and no parametric, but it is for advanced level. So then we have the help file. Now help is very important. When you click F1, you can access the help on AutoCAD so that you'll be able to find out more ways, of doing certain things. Maybe you forget a particular step, a particular procedure. With your help, you can search for the tasks that are the tasks you want to carry out, and it can give you some guide to be able to do that. So that's why we introduce the general concept, and then when you want to do some detail, then you can now find help. So these ones are not part of what we're going to talk about, and the express. Now I'm going to stop here because of the time. I've been able to introduce AutoCAD interface for you. On the file, you can get, then you can see a lot of things. I'm going to delete this because I just use it for a quick, let me select. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is the boundary I'm trying to do. Let me try to delete. Yes. 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 We also look at ribbon. Okay. Apart from the file menu, I need to also introduce the ribbon menu. We have ribbon home, we have insert ribbon, we have annotate, we have parametric, view ribbon, we have manage ribbon, we have output, we have add in, A360, that's another support for AutoCAD, Express tools, feature apps. This is building information model, BIM 360, also used for a lot of these. These are add-ins to AutoCAD, performance, hatch creation, and all that. So home is where you start the drawing, and there you can access the draw the draw utilities here, polyline, circuits, arc. So I'm going to use a lot of them in the next session. But let me share another. Yes, so I've already introduced AutoCAD interface, toolbars, menu bars, dashboard, command window. Yeah, I need to introduce command window, okay? I need to introduce command window. That's what we call the command window here, where you can type your command, okay? Can you see? That's where we introduce command window. Now there's something I'm going to introduce next time from the command window. You can type your command and bring out some important, um, you know, menus that you can use in your drawing. So let me also do another share. Yes, design center. We're going to do that in the next video. These are things that we'll be dealing with in the next video. So thank you for your listening. We love talking about working with layers, in AutoCAD, using precision tools in AutoCAD, use dynamic input, all these things. We're going to talk about that. Then drawing geometric objects in AutoCAD, and then we're going to talk about all this dimension and tolerance. Very, very important. And we're going to end up with that. Then we'll introduce a little of 3D just to whet your appetite. So thank you for your for listening. Bye for now.